Yo, what is up, PK fam? And today I got another 10 plus ways to do a trick. This trick being a front flip, obviously, if you can read the title. Yeah, I don't really know why I stopped doing this series. It was doing like really good. My 10 plus ways to do a side flip has like 20K or something like that. Or no, maybe that was 10 plus ways to back flip. Anyway, links to those will be in the description below. Let's get to it. First variation is the original, just a regular punch front flip. This is probably gonna be the easiest for you to learn, the first flip that you should probably learn, the first front flip that you should learn. The only downside for this move really is that it's really hard on your knees since you're punching. For those of you that don't know, punching is the type of takeoff, like jumping off both feet really suddenly. So this move should really only be done on spring floor if you want to preserve your knees. Now you're probably thinking, then what should I do when I want to do a front flip outside on concrete? In retrospect, I shouldn't have done a punch on concrete, but whatever. This is gather step front flip. You can also use your arms like this to get a little bit more height, but it takes a little bit more coordination. So I suggest learning a gather step front flip this way first. So again, the difference between this and a punch front flip is the takeoff. This takeoff will be a lot easier on your knees. But again, same thing with the arms. It's gonna take a little bit more coordination and a little bit more timing. So if you wanna minimize fails and utilize progressions correctly, learn the punch front flip first inside a gym, get confident with that, and then work up to gather step. And of course, any moves that I show in this series, if I have a tutorial on it, geez, I couldn't talk for a second, it will be in the description below. So if you got that punch front easy, and if you got that gather step front flip easy, here's the next move you should learn, a Webster. This move can be done with a couple different setups like these. I'm not the best at that setup. Oh, I'm not good at either of those setups, I guess. But yeah, if you can do those last two setups, like if you just spam those, you can get a ton of power out of them. I just never do them, so I'm not that great at them. One last example. So this next move is more of like a progression to get comfortable with going upside down and doing a frontwards motion, but we're gonna add it anyway. This is a front handspring / front walkover. I don't know which one I'm doing actually. It's a combination, but let's see it. Yeah, there's not much to say about that move, front handspring / front walkover. It's a pretty easy one to practice and then get comfy with, but that leads us on to the next move. Here we go, now we're actually doing some free running. This is a front handspring vault. You're just doing a front handspring over an object. So up until now, we've been doing all style moves, and well, we're still doing style moves. The front handspring vault is not the most efficient vault. It's more just for style, adds a little bit of creativity to your line. So if you don't know what to do over this thing, if you want to do something a little bit harder than a Kong, then do a front handspring vault. But speaking of Kongs, that's a good segue to our next move. No, our next move is not just a Kong vault, it's a Kong front flip. So this has a little bit more use because you can get quite a bit of distance with this move if you have a lot of run up. But yeah, stop talking, let's see it. I guess let's go the other way. Now, although the only difference between a front handspring vault and a Kong front is that you're actually tucking instead of laying it out and pushing off your hands really hard, they feel very different. But anyway, let's move on to the next move, shall we? Our next move is starting to add in some twists. Yay, my favorite. This move is a front half. Actually, I feel like I'm gonna slip. I'm gonna take off of something better. The usefulness of this move is that it's just a good progression for twisting. It gets you started, at least. It's more of just a turn than an actual twist, but it gets you started. Let's see that again. We're gonna stay right here because this is a good setup, but the next move we're gonna learn is another front half variation. This is an A twist. The only difference between this and a front half is the takeoff and using your arms and things like that, but it's still a front half. You can also do this move off of height because it's fun. You can tell that I flip here off of here a lot because there's a dead patch of grass right there. Once you get super comfortable with A-twist, then you can try double A-twists, which is adding a 360. And since I said with my other series that like what makes this series different from all the other 10 plus ways is that I actually explain the usefulness of each move. Almost all of these moves are for style, for creativity, adding a little bit of pizzazz to your lines. Except, I guess the Kong front you could use to clear gaps. Gotta take that shirt off, get the height. That was a bad one, but I just worked out right before this, so I'm super tired. So excuses! That one is better. The last move we have on tap for today is a Rudy, which is basically that same move, but with a punch takeoff instead of a twist takeoff. Okay guys, and that is gonna be the end of— wait, there's more! I love doing that. I'm gonna bless your video with one more trick. It's probably my favorite front flip variation. It is a Vortex front. A Vortex is doing the twist and then the flip. So naturally, it's a 360 and then doing a front flip. So let's see that. It's been a while since I did these outside. I'm doing more of a Vortex side. Let's try to clean it up a little bit. Okay, that one was solid. Okay, now with that, I'm gonna end this video here. If you enjoyed it, please remember to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell button. You should also ring the notification bell button because I'm gonna do more 10 plus ways to do stuff. Comment what other flips I should do 10 different ways of. I'm talking really fast because my camera's about to die. I'll see you in the next one. PK person out. Woo! Let's see that again. Okay guys, and that is gonna be the end of— wait, there's more!